Okay. Uh-oh, we live, Amber. Let's fix the camera.
Are we fixed?
Now, I'm going to get mad at you if you don't look at the camera this time instead of the computer.
We didn't know we were going live.
We are going live. Hello. Hi. Welcome.
Hello.
This is Amber Coleman. I'm Lacey Cerrone.
Nice
How
to
are
see
you?
you.
We are so excited because we are bringing you some Q&A, live Q&A about moving to Vegas and also just anything you want to know about real estate. But more so than ever, we want you to know that we wish that May the 4th be with you because today is May 4th,
it's an
right?
important day.
I
I just
know.
realized that today we would have totally had lightsabers.
I know, we should have put like lightsabers and done like a Darth Vader
We
mask.
would have totally had if we
I
were
could be
only
Yoda.
prepared.
I could pretend to be Yoda.
I think I do have a Yoda hat. I might be able to find that.
Let's find the Yoda hat. Why are we not
I
wearing
might have that.
We need to theme this. We're going to do a May the 4th be with you, May 4th kind of theme for our next live. And we're just going to pretend that it's May 4th on that day as well.
Yeah,
we'll dress
that's a
up.
good
I
idea.
can do Princess Leia, but I don't have any hair left. So
The wigs were perfect for that.
I can get a wig. There we go.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to be checking out over here to just say hi. Please drop your questions in the comment box. We are just kind of doing a loosey-goosey live with today, but stay tuned to the end because we're going to actually ask for your help to help us determine where and what we do for our next live next week. What do you think?
I think it's going to be exciting.
Yes. In addition,
send us somewhere good.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to look. We already have 2 fab dudes. The force is strong with this one. Yes, it is. We've got Ron the Future says, hey guys. And then Pollux, of course, is always joining us. Hey, hello from Pittsburgh, he says.
Oh, nice.
And then we got Jay Jr. says hi from San Diego. Thank you guys for joining us live today. We appreciate it. And, at the end of the day, we're just here to educate you and help you understand what the heck's going on here in Las Vegas, not just from a real estate perspective, but also like in general, right?
Yeah, you want to know, what's it like here, what's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, every place is kind of different right now.
And it's continuing to feel different as like time marches on. Have you noticed any major changes in the last, I don't say month or two with traffic or energy in the city or just
the energy's
anything?
been a little bit different lately. Like, I don't know if it's because people were scared, but they're still wanting to go out. Like, I think that's
Probably.
is that kind of what you're feeling? Is that what you mean? What kind of energy you're feeling?
I don't know. I did a post on my Instagram. By the way, if you're not following me, you can go to the description below and you can certainly follow me and the team on Instagram. You know how I do. But I did a post the other day just talking about how, there is a little bit of a different vibe in Vegas. And I'm certain it's because we're all so used to, for the last 12 months or so, 13 months or so, being in this lockdown mode. Everybody but me. I've never stopped working since the beginning.
It feels weird to go out.
Yeah. And to see crowds and stuff out on the strip and downtown, it's and even just downtown Summerlin where we're sitting here in your office, there's more people out. So it's like, it gives us that moment of pause. But many people are talking to me, talking about how they are not liking the way things are starting to feel. And I've even had kind of some funky feelings about it.
Is it just because it's a change though? Because we had to change and then we didn't like it when we changed.
Yeah.
And then now we're having to kind of change back, but not all the way back. So is it just change?
The change
I might not like. Or?
Sort of the take I was going with on the post that I did was about how we are we're still in the grieving stage of when our normalcy was taken away from us a year ago, right?
True.
We talked about that a lot last year.
And how long does it usually take to get over that?
I don't know if it's about length of time more so than moving through the stages of grief, right? So I feel like when our normalcy was ripped away and like we were, we're used to being able to come and go as we please and live the life that we want. And then all of a sudden, poof, it's gone. That's a jolt to the system and a shock to the system, I think. And it's definitely something that many people aren't talking about. So I think that everyone's in a different stage of that.
Good point. I like how you
Thank you. Look how insightful I am.
That was insightful. Something to think about, right?
But
what stage am I in right now?
I don't know. But that's what I'm saying though. Most people are in a different stage of that grief. And so for those of us that are a little bit like, I don't know if I like all these people here. This is too many. Yeah. There's other people that are like, woohoo, about dang time, bring my city back, and I don't know. I keep kind of bouncing it back and forth, wondering like where this is really going to go, and if Vegas will always be changed forever, or if the essence of Vegas will continue. So I don't know. It's just some thoughts. Which stage of grief are you in? Drop it in the comments below. Let us know. I'm going to check out over here. Denise. Hey, Denise. Hello from Kite Hill in Laguna Niguel. Laguna Niguel.
That sounds amazing. I don't know where it is, but it sounds amazing.
We're going to come visit you because I know where that is. It's gorgeous. So what we're going to do today is while we're chatting and while we're waiting for your questions to come through, please, again, drop them in the comments below, or in the comment box, I should say. We're going to look up the MLS for real estate because that's what we do for a living. And I want to walk you through some numbers. I did this last week during our live that you couldn't be with, but I did go strong without you. I did do a live.
Great.
I did great.
Awesome. I love it.
Thank you. But I want to just.
I'm excited to see the numbers.
I know.
Every week I'm always like, it's not something I get to watch every day because I don't have the magical tools.
We have the magical tools here on the Cerrone Group. And what do we ask them to do if they want to work with our team? Click the link below. Okay, so we're getting so good at that.
We are.
All right, so I'm going to just give you some numbers for those of you who might be wanting to move to Vegas or are thinking about moving here. These are some things that you need to be aware of. The reality of the situation is that we have very limited inventory. And so it's just creating a little bit of a bidding war for some of the houses that we are trying to sell and what is available. It's creating a bit of a frenzy for the lenders who are constantly having to provide pre-qualifications for multiple homes because people are having to write multiple offers before they're approved. So last week it was in the 22,000 range.
Okay, let's see
and it was on a Tuesday as well. Now, let's just preface this with today's a Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. What? We do
have tacos every Tuesday.
I don't know why we haven't.
Gets us ready.
Right. We do tacos and some chips and salsa, and then we do the live. And I'm always like trying to make sure we don't have stuff in our tea.
Oh, yeah. I didn't check that today.
Are you good?
You're good. Yeah.
Okay, you're good too.
Okay.
But with that being said, I don't know why we haven't done it on here, except for the fact that they're messy and who the hell wants to watch somebody eat food?
Yeah.
Right? Although there are people who watch videos of people eating food on YouTube.
I mean, the place we get the tacos from is really good.
It's pretty legit. We are located, in case you want to know, in downtown Summerlin. So if you're looking to move to Vegas, the two places that most people look for first are Henderson and Summerlin.
Yep.
So her office is in beautiful downtown Summerlin, and there's a place called Ponchos that we always order from.
It's yummy.
It's bomb. It's really good.
It's yummy.
So on a Tuesday, typically you're in the process of seeing the previous week's inventory fade away, go under contract, and the new inventory start to kind of come back online or come online. Really, we don't see the true inventory for the upcoming week until about Thursday or Friday. But smart agents will list earlier in the week so that they can start to build up a frenzy prior to the weekend. So this is sort of that weird in-between day, but it's a good day to kind of take a look at, wow, this is what's available even after the weekend passed, and this is available with some of the early onset listings that are coming soon for the weekend.
Okay, you're killing me. What is it?
Okay, so in all of Southern Nevada, so that's Pahrump, Mesquite, everything, right, including Southern Nevada. Everything available. This isn't filtering anything.
This is North Las Vegas,
everything.
Boulder City, like
everything.
All those. Okay, so
anything
everything
basically
in the valley.
Southern Nevada.
So like 2.1 million.
But you have to keep in mind Pahrump and Mesquite and
those don't you? Indian Springs,
like
Boulder
City, Logandale, all of those are included.
Areas too.
But P.S. the majority is inside those city limits. Okay.
Yeah.
So with that being said, not filtering anything, 3,030 homes across the city.
That makes my tummy. It makes my chest hurt.
And your tummy.
And my tummy.
It's not Ponchos, we swear.
Because that's not a lot of houses for the amount of people that are here. And what did we get from January? How many people moved here from January?
20,000 new people since the beginning. About 4,000 new people per month are moving into town.
So more people are moving here than there's houses available.
Yeah, 100%. But keep in mind, not everybody's moving here to buy, and not everybody is staying, right? Some people are moving out while others are moving in. So don't get too deterred. We are problem solvers here. We are not problem creators.
Yeah, I've been impressed lately, like when I'm seeing your team, about the contracts that have been accepted.
Thank you.
Like really good negotiation.
Thank you.
On the front end. So
we talked a little bit about that on my live from last week, and it really is about strategy. I mean, you have to have a strategy, and you have to go in eyes wide open. But we are getting people under contract. We're finding homes.
A good amount of people under contract.
And Amber would know because she does almost all of our loans. So thank goodness for that. Okay, so 3,030 homes, period. That's condos, high rises, townhomes, single family homes, and manufactured.
So look at just single family homes.
So now we're just going to look at single family. 2,260.
Wow.
I'm going to click on the map. I would show you this, but it's hard in the camera and it's weird. So we're just trust us. Okay. As I zoom out and I just look at where most of where the bulk of those homes are going to be, it is absolutely right in the heart of Las Vegas. But we've got a couple over by Mount Charleston, a couple 44 in Pahrump, 24 near Mount Charleston. But the bulk of the homes that are available are really in and around Boulder City, North Las Vegas, Henderson, Summerlin / Las Vegas. So don't worry. The majority is what we get to work with, which is amazing. So again, for just single family homes, 2,260. Now let's look at just condos, because some of you guys might not be ready to buy a big house yet, but you might want to, start with a condo, have a little second home in Vegas, little Vegas pad. 409 of those are available.
That surprises me. I would think that there's more condos out there, maybe because they're lower priced.
Yeah.
And so they go. But if you think about it too, you are rolling new houses every week too. So,
yes. A lot of the condos in town are owned by investors too. So keep that in mind. And a lot of investors have tenants that they cannot kick out. because they've not paid and due to COVID laws, or they're just hanging on to it because they want to wait until the condominiums get to that 2006 mark where we were kind of in that crazy pricing model. By the way, I spoke with our broker today. Townhomes are right there at where the 2006 pricing started to kick in, and so are single family homes. Yeah, we're meeting and almost exceeding where 2006 was.
I would have thought we exceeded it.
I think we're just getting there now. Okay. Condos are still a little bit below that. And again, it's largely due to some of the stuff I just mentioned. So just keep that in mind. Most people who buy condos are buying with cash or they're buying with a conventional loan. And we know that there's a lot of FHA and VA people who are out there wanting to buy right now. So it's just it matters with what lines up with what you're looking for. Let's look at townhomes, because a lot of people ask me about those. 214 townhomes across the city.
So I can see the builders are probably going to go more to townhouses.
I think that might be the case. Plus, you can fit so many more on a smaller on the lot, so you get more bang for your buck from a builder perspective. So this doesn't include new homes. Keep that in mind. New homes are still being built, but they've slowed down quite a bit for a number of reasons. I talked about it last week about how if you were a builder, genuinely, and I'm so angry about this, but if you were a builder and you had a lot of homes, 70 homes you could sell right now today, they would be gone in 32 seconds because of how fast things are going, but they wouldn't be finished being built for 9-10 months. Knowing the prices are on the upswing, knowing people are paying more and more and more each day, would you sell them today, or would you hang on to them and see how much money you could get?
Probably the builders are waiting until they're in further phases before they start. So they're starting them as specs.
Yep.
And then selling,
and not even letting people reserve them. Like they're literally building them out, or not building at all due to lumber shortages and things like that. So,
but when I look at it too, like I've heard the lumber shortage is major, right? And the cost of it's going up too,
which drives those prices right up too.
I know, so crazy, huh?
So new homes are, we are new home experts on the Cerrone Group. You and I do new homes quite a bit, and it's a little disheartening, but I do believe that we'll see a flip. I do believe we'll see a good amount of inventory come online. They're just going to be price adjusting accordingly. So for those builders who are promoting starting in the low 300s, they're going to be probably starting in the high 300s, and mid 300s. By the time they come online, who knows, who knows, but that's where we're at right now.
Yeah.
Now let's just look at a couple of price points, just because I want to make sure if you're watching that you know exactly what we're dealing with here. I did this last week and it seemed to be something that people liked. So I'm going to stick with single family. That's our biggest number that we're working with. Again, 2259. I think that's the same number we had last week. I think that's the exact same number we had last week, 2,259 when we did this.
At least we're not down. We're the same.
Sure. Some came on, some came off. We're going to see more by the end of the weekend. But let's look at the price point of anything 350,000 and under. Comes down to 595 homes in all of Southern Nevada. Under 350.
I guess they're probably.
Let's look at where. Quite a few of them are in the North Las Vegas and Northwest Las Vegas area. Quite a few of them are in the East Las Vegas area, which I think is going to see a bit of resurgence. And there's going to be some interesting stuff.
I think it has in the East side of town,
38 of them are in Henderson, but it's more like older Henderson, which is really doing some really cool stuff down over there.
Are they?
Yeah, and you can have like a lot of land. And it's a good little area of town. Most people kind of cut it out of their search, but it's not that much further than 5 or 10 minutes beyond.
What's the 75?
And that's right in the middle. That's like Southwest. The southwest side of town's about 75. So and then you got a couple onesie twosies around the city. And then let's look at anything 350 to 500, because that's kind of a popular price point. 663. Again, probably in the same areas. Let's look. Yep. Quite a few in the not regular Henderson, but the Henderson that everyone's excited about. Quite a few in the Southwest area, which is an emerging side of town. So awesome. Quite a few in the Northwest side, and definitely North Las Vegas. So it's spread out. It's really good. And all of those are great areas. So I feel really solid about that. But it's 663 homes is not a lot of homes to work with. Let's look at 500 to 750. That's another price point we work in quite a lot. 479 homes. So again, let's take a look at the map and see where. Oh, they're everywhere. Oh my God, it's everywhere. It's so everywhere that they're like not even giving us those summarized numbers. It's all over town. So between 500 and 750, if you're coming in with that kind of a budget, as much as there's not a large number listed, it's 479. They are far more spread out and less concentrated in across the valley. So it's actually kind of cool. It gives us a chance to spread the love a little bit and get you guys experiencing other parts of the city.
Sides of town. Yeah.
All right, now let's just look at 750 and up, and I'll give you the price point on the top and the bottom of that. 571 matches. Wow. All right. Let's look at the most expensive.
There's quite a bit in those price ranges. Yeah. So that's probably not as, I mean, they're still competing, but not as much, right?
So the most expensive home that's for sale right now in Las Vegas, $27 million.
You know what? We should go check that one out.
We need to go. It's 57,000 square feet. Oh my God. I got to get in there. I don't even know.
Oh, it's off of Pecos.
It's in the middle. Oh my gosh. How funny.
Is that like,
it's over by, all right, we got to look. Now we have to look.
Hold on. Like, is that like
let's look at the map.
Who was the guy that used to sing here forever? And then
Wayne Newton?
Is that Wayne Newton's property?
Oh my God, I think that is Wayne Newton's property. You're so right. It's Wayne Newton's property. Holy crap. I didn't know that it was for sale.
It was for sale?
How come Wayne Newton isn't selling his property with me? What the heck? I don't know. I hope this is okay. PPS, drop your questions in the comments. We're going to start answering here in just a minute. I didn't know that his property was for sale.
27 million. Wow.
I wonder if the penguins come with the house this time. He does have penguins in Las Vegas. Come on.
I only know of it through like that, the Vegas vacation.
Oh God. Okay, the next one down, just so you know, is 18 million. That's 14,000 square feet.
It's on Boulder Summit.
Yeah. So. McDonald Ranch is another one that's in Henderson. Beautiful area. And that's 16.9 million. And then it goes 16 million. And then after 16 million, it drops to 13. After 13, it goes to 12. And then really at the 10 million mark is when it just comes down. And so it's like you have the really expensive homes, and then you have the expensive homes, and then you have like everything else, How funny. I can't believe you knew it was Wayne Newton's house. I'm
well, it's on Pecos. He's right on the corner right there.
It's like 4 minutes from my house. Okay.
We need to go check that out.
Do not stalk me. Do not try to find out where I live, although it's probably pretty easy to figure it out, but don't you worry about that. So anything 750 and up, you're looking at 571 homes to choose from. And there's a large subset of those that are right at that 750 mark. 750 to $1 million. So if you're coming from California or New York or something like that, and you've sold some property and you've got a little cash in your pocket, leveling up a little bit on your budget is going to give you maybe not more options, although that's more than what we just saw, but it's definitely going to give you less competition. And in this market, less competition is definitely what we're looking for. So pretty cool. All right, I'm going to switch over and see. Oh my God, everybody's all excited. Hey guys, we're so stoked. We're looking through the MLS. We're showing you what's what.
Hi from Germany.
Oh my gosh, we have so many people here. Take us on a tour of the private community of Reverence in Summerlin. Thank you, Denise. We will do that.
Reverence.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I used to sell like a new community right by there.
I know you did, yeah.
I never actually been to Reverence.
Denise, I promise you, we actually just bought a 360 camera. I've been keeping it a secret, but I'm not keeping it a secret anymore. We are actually planning. I think you were the one possibly. Oh, Jacob's on. Hey, Jacob. Jacob's Live in Vegas is here. I think Denise is the one who suggested that a couple of weeks ago. I promise I haven't forgotten the suggestion. Idea. Thank you. We are going to be going to film actually tonight and Friday and Sunday. So we're getting all kinds of cool locations in town. We're going to be putting up some 360 videos. So while you're watching us, you can turn the camera and just experience the entire the neighborhood. So hang tight. I promise. I think starting next week, if we can get the editing figured out, we're working on it. We're going to start posting
I would be interested in going to Reverence too. So I think that's a great.
Do you want to come with me and we'll film it?
I think
we'll just do that. I think we might do a driving 360 for that one because it's a lot of hills and a lot of just gorgeous mountainscape. But Denise, I love you for the suggestion. Okay, someone's computer's making noise, and Amber just loves to do that to us while we're doing
I'm like, it must be yours.
No. Okay. Tyson Page says, hey guys, was not able to find a home. I'm so sorry, Tyson. Don't lose hope though. We're definitely going to keep looking. And if you're interested in continuing the search, I don't want anybody to lose hope. Today
don't lose hope.
It's not about losing hope. It's just about reality and knowing what you're walking into, right?
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
And something eventually, like if you just keep your mind and you keep your eyes open, something, might not be today, but it could be, a month from now.
It could be even a year from now. Like we don't know what's going to happen. We're all trying to navigate this. This is unprecedented times. We've never seen this before. And just like Amber and I've said from day one, home has never been more important. And the pandemic definitely made it that way. It also made space more important, right?
It really did.
Everyone is trying to kind of figure out how to get their space right because they might be having to work from home for the rest of their lives. And they want to make sure that it's set up for their success. So we get it. We understand, but don't lose hope. Sorry about that, Tyson.
Hang in there. And one thing I always say too is you can always depend on markets to change.
Yeah, exactly.
So just be there right when the market changes.
Thank you.
And you can get something.
Denise is saying she would love Pomsey, Boar Frederick, Steve Campbell, Wonder Hussey, and Jacob's Life in Vegas to do a video together, I'm assuming. why don't you hit all of them up and tell them that Lacey Las Vegas Gal is here and ready and willing to work with them, and you just let them know. We do have a lot of really cool creators that have moved to Las Vegas with the insurgence of people coming in. And is insurgence a negative word? I feel like I just thought, like using like Star Wars.
It just reminded me of that movie. I think there's a movie called Insurgence.
I'm just thinking of like dun, 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 dun,
oh, you're feeling this. I
Star
bet
Wars.
It is in Star Wars. That was a good input right there.
Thank you. You like that tie back?
I do like that.
So anyway, just please do me a favor. If you guys want us to collaborate, let those creators know. We've got some really cool creators that are coming up with some fun Las Vegas content. I'm changing the channel up quite a bit. Had some life changes recently, so I figure why not reboot everything across the board. And so we're going to do some fun stuff. Change is definitely good, actually. And we're going to reboot the channel a little bit and try some stuff and just do some crazy things. You've seen me putting dance videos out.
I love your dance videos.
Thank you.
You're a good dancer.
Thank
you. Girl. If you got it, work it.
And
I pull out my Ellen sometimes.
I love it when you dance like Ellen. It's my favorite when you do the. And then also we, make roller skates. I put a cool video out the other day about me down in that graffiti alley on some roller skates. So we're just gonna have fun. At the end of the day, all we want you to do is lean in and enjoy. Learn about living in Las Vegas. Learn about what you can do when you land here. And of course, if you buy a house, we would like you to use us too, so we can pay our bills and keep showing up for you. So beyond that, we don't care either way. We just want you to love Vegas and love living here. So, okay, I'm going to look at some questions. Keep dropping those questions in the box. Before I do that, I need your help. While we've got 28 people live, we had a couple more that dropped off. Probably talking too much about Star Wars. Anyway, they were Star Trek fans. And Wayne Newton.
It might have been Wayne Newton.
They were Star Trek fans. Donka Shane. Oh my God, what if I'd sang like a Star Trek song as Wayne Newton and we just fold it all together? We don't need me to sing anymore. What we need your help with is this. While you're dropping those questions in the comments, we need your suggestions, because I am doing my damnedest to get this lady out of the office to go do some stuff around town.
She does. She tries every week.
Every single week. Can we please do the video somewhere else? I love your office, but can we please do the video somewhere else? So help me get this lady back out from behind her desk. She's so busy serving so many of you and doing loans and just doing such a great job. But didn't you just win an award or get awarded something top originator, one of the top originators in the nation? Thank you very much.
It makes me want to cry.
She's amazing, but she's all work and no play. So we got to have some fun with this one. So next week,
I do need to start playing more. So where should we play at?
We're going to go play. We're going to take you along for the ride. We're going to do our live next Tuesday afternoon or evening around 4 or 5. We'll put it up early enough so you can log in and check it out and opt in. Tell us where you want to do it. Do you want us to do it on the Strip? Do you want us to do it walking around a casino? Do you want us to do it at Red Rock? Although Red Rock probably won't work because they don't have a signal. But Reverence, a neighborhood, a vintage neighborhood, downtown Vegas, Fremont Street experience, you name it, 7 Magic Mountains, as long as we can get a signal, we'll definitely do it. But we want you to tell us where to go. So drop your suggestions in the comments, and we will be letting you choose what we're going to do and where we're going to do our next live.
Okay, I'm just trying to think, where would I want?
I don't know. And I'm on Instagram quite a bit, and I'm doing a lot of touring around Las Vegas. So if you want some ideas or you want to see more of something I've done, definitely go to Las Vegas Gal on Instagram. And this lady does some really fun stuff on Instagram too. She does dancing reels and all kinds of fun stuff. So Amber Coleman loans, right?
But I can't dance. So it's definitely the Ellen.
The best. Okay. Let's answer some questions here. Okay. You guys are the best. You're the best. Okay, here we go. Take us on a tour. Okay, that was that one. Pollock says, what's up, Jacob? Aloha, Angelina. Can't wait to see the 360 tours. Thank you, two fab dudes. I'm kicking around a home in the Northwest area, like Lone Mountain and Fort Apache. Thoughts on that side of town?
I love Lone
Mountain. Good. That side of town is emerging. It's awesome.
I love Lone Mountain.
Me too.
I'm going to sound like a crazy person.
I know you are. You always sound like a crazy person. We are crazy.
But I think there's some energy about the mountain. So that area of town, I love it. I love it.
My daughter owns a home over there. It's right outside of Summerlin, right outside of the Northwest. So you're in between these two really cool growing communities, lots of really good amenities. Oh man, the Northwest is amazing. But specifically that Lone Mountain, Fort Apache area is fresh and new and clean.
I just feel like it has a good energy to it.
Yeah, it does. There. And you have the most stunning mountain views right in your backyard. You can't miss it. So yes to the Lone Mountain area.
Beautiful houses, and there's bigger lots over there too.
Heck yeah. All right, let's see. Okay, Denise. Oh gosh, this is going way fast. You guys are dropping them in there. Okay, are there good home improvement hands-on classes around Henderson and Las Vegas?
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't know about that? No, but
Miss Las Vegas gal?
I do and I don't. I don't know about classes because honestly, especially with COVID, I think everything is kind of
on hold
up in the air
now.
and
that's probably
hold.
the difference. What you're talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, should I? Shouldn't I?
Yeah, but I will say on the channel as a part of the reboot that we're going to be doing, it's not even a reboot. I'm just adding new stuff. I've got a guy who I've worked with. He's our contractor that we work with. Almost all of our clients have used him to do any kind of renovations that they want to do. So I'm going to have him kind of helping me with some videos about that. Definitely not going to give away the house. We don't want you guys thinking that you need to be doing full-fledged renovations by yourself, but some tips and tricks, things to look for, things to consider when you're asking questions, and I don't know, showing some of his awesome remodels because he's just unbelievably talented. That's
awesome. I love watching those kind of videos.
Me too.
From the house, the way you started it and the way it ends. I love it.
So stay tuned for that. But I wish I could answer your question. No.
Yeah.
What you almost think is what?
No, when you're fixing up a house, I almost think it's funner to buy one ready to fix up and then fix it up than to buy brand new. It's like all you and you're fixing it up.
It is living there while you're doing it is hard.
No, that's hard.
I did that a couple years ago. But it's definitely fun. It's definitely
if you have the ability to buy it and then fix it up and then move into it, perfect.
Good times. Okay. Lacey and Amber, speaking with Michelle on your team on Thursday, what can I expect on making offers in Summerlin, 500,000 to 700,000 price range, multi offers, and are they going over asking price? Thank you for tuning into our team. Thank you for clicking the link, and you're gonna love talking to Michelle. She is a very special person on our team. She's like our welcome committee.
Beautiful soul, though.
Oh man, and she's fun, and she's just fun. So thank you. I'm excited to hear how your call goes. What you're going to be able to expect in every price range right now, with the exception of Wayne Newton's house, which is a whole different ballgame, is multiple offers no matter what. So I don't care if you're offering for $1 million or 200,000, multiple offers. The difference between those, though, is the multiple offers at the $1 million level are substantially more solid in terms of you're not up against 42, you're up against maybe 2 or 3, versus in anything under the 450 or 500 range, you're definitely going to be up against 10, 12, 20, 40. We had someone who had 41 offers yesterday in the $475,000 range.
Oh, geez.
I don't mean to scare you. Please don't think like that. That was a bit of an anomaly.
That probably
it was a strip view. It was a major.
That everybody wanted.
But yes, you're going to absolutely, unfortunately, have to offer over asking price right now if you want to have your skin in the game and have a chance. But what we do on our team is we do look at comp. We do look at the house overpriced already. If they're trying to gouge you and then gouge you again. The main thing you're going to probably have to do is you just waiving the appraisal contingency, which means, let's say the house is listed for 500 and you end up having to offer 520 to get it and you get approved. Cool, but most people are accepting offers above the list price and at all, frankly, unless you say to them, I don't care if it appraises. If it comes in at 510, I'll cover the spread. I'll cover that $10,000 out of pocket. If it comes in at 490, I'll cover that whatever out of pocket. So how we kind of protect you with that is we write into the contract that there's a limit or a cap to what you're willing to come out of pocket for. So if you've only got a $10,000 budget above whatever you were going to spend on the home put aside, then we're only going to offer up to $10,000 over the appraised value, which means listed at 5, maybe you got it for 520, but it comes in at 505. You're only liable for $10,000 over that 505. So you're only going to end up paying the 515 for the house. Hope that makes sense. That was fast math coming out of my mouth right there.
You did good. You had it all right. I liked it. The appraisals too, though, sometimes I've had some this week. I'm just trying to think back. I did have one that came in 20,000 low yesterday. They were kind of expecting that, because they had to write it that high. I had one that came in about 5,000 low, and that came in 10,000. I had a couple at value, and we're not expected to be at value because, as the market, we've been in this for a couple months now, so.
Well, the appraisers have to adjust.
The appraisers are catching up. In some neighborhoods, if there's a lot of sales, the appraisers are catching up. I had one that in between the listing happening, there was another sale in the neighborhood that actually brought the value up. Yeah. And so that's why it was able to come in, because the sale happened right before the appraiser went out.
Yeah. And I've often looked at kind of how do you time this kind of a purchase, right? So you've got the early people in the early onset experience of not enough homes out there are the ones that are getting kind of the pinch a little bit, right? That the appraisers are not willing to bring the prices up or the values up yet because they're not sure if it's a fluke. So then you're the one that's having to, I think, come out of pocket more, in order to meet and get the offer. But you're also at a lower price point. Then you go into the next month, and the next month, people are starting to elevate the prices to match what has been sold in the neighborhood. So it's almost I feel like the people in the early stages of this are, I guess in a better position because you're paying less, but you end up having to come out of pocket more versus later this summer and maybe in the fall, the prices might still, climb a little bit, but the appraisals might be closer to value of what they're listed at. So you will have to come out of pocket a little bit less. Am I correct in thinking that?
That's what's happening.
Look at me being smart.
You are. You're so smart. Thanks. I love it. The values are just going up because of all the people that are paying over appraised value right now. So no, you're totally right on.
It's I feel like for those of you who are sitting and waiting, I never want to encourage you to wait because we just don't know. If now's the time for you, start looking now. But keep that in mind. If you don't have a ton of out-of-pocket money, later this summer or fall might be an opportunity for you. You will end up paying more in the loan, but you might not be able to end up having to come out as much out of pocket. The other component to all of this could be people are still going to come out of pocket no matter what, and they're going to still overbid, and you're still going to be in the same conundrum. So I could just be.
If only we had that crystal ball, right?
I know mine is really dirty right now. I've got to really wash it off because I'm seeing some foggy stuff. So okay, let's look at the next one. So Dave says, let's see. Oh no, this was Shane says, hey Shane, when do you think the housing market will slow down? I'm looking to purchase in January. I'm hoping it slows down a little. Ooh, that is the question of the day. That's that crystal ball. I'm trying to rub off, clean off is what I was going to say. What I would say is, we just don't know. And to be very honest with you, it's going to take more inventory to hit the market for anything to slow down. Nationwide, I think there was an article I read the other day that stated that we are in need of 4 million homes to be built and up, ready to go for the entire national crisis that we're experiencing. Crisis is a bad word, but that's what they called it, to kind of pause and halt. And we know they can't build 4 million homes overnight, right? So I would say early next year is a great idea. I think you should expect to pay more in your loan. And while you're waiting for early next year to come, start putting some cash away so you have something to play with to make your offer that much bigger and better and brighter for the person who's reviewing it, and maybe you'll win the house you want. What do you think?
I think so too. I mean, it just looks like it's when it first started, I said either we're going to crash or we're going to turn into California, and it looks like it's the latter of the two. I don't want to see it going up to like what California levels are, but they definitely are moving up pretty quick.
My gut says this time next year, and I'm bummed because if you look back at videos we did just a few months ago, I was saying late summer and fall because we hadn't hit this low inventory mark.
We even said we'd have a different market by summer, but I don't know that we will right now.
But the vaccination came out, and people are now okay leaving their homes. They're okay coming out of the woodwork and saying it's time to move now that we're free to go and look and do this and shop. So I feel like all of that happened kind of overnight, and it definitely shifted and elongated our timeline or extended our timeline. I don't know why I'm using the wrong words today, but extended our timeline. So I feel like spring of next year is probably a good time to consider. Early next year is always a good time to start looking, just so you can keep your eyes on the market. And if you're just thinking about it, please click the link in the description. We're happy to set you up with information and a search so you can just get updates directly from the MLS, from what we just utilized, our special magic tool that helps us get the answers that you need. And you can watch it alongside. Don't trust us. Definitely Zillow's an okay place, but really the MLS is where it's up to date, and you can watch and say, set my criteria for what I know my budget's going to be, and just send me emails, and we will do that. We'll put you in the system. We'll send you those emails as often as you want. You can choose the days of the week you get it. You can get them all day, every day, and just watch what happens. We've had a couple of clients do the whole thing of, hey, Lacey, we're coming into town. Cool. We'll be in there in a month. Great. We'll set you up on the search. Awesome. And they start favoriting and wanting, oh, we love this one. We love this one. We have to see it when we come next month. And I'm like, guys, that's going to be gone tomorrow. Like, love you, but this was not for you to start shopping. This was for you to genuinely start understanding what is happening so that you can really be aware and come in eyes wide open, right? Eyes wide open. Yeah. So as you do that, let us set you up. Click the link in the description. Amber can look at your qualifications if you need her to. But if you're just interested in kind of wondering what's going on, we're happy to help you. We also have an MLS app that you can download. I don't have it in the description. I do need to add that actually. But if you go to my Instagram and go to the bio link, or if you go to Cerrone Group Instagram, it's probably better.
You got it in the bio link?
Yes. You can download our app and you can favorite stuff in there, and it's the same thing. You can favorite things. You can set up search criteria, and then it will alert you of what's what. So that's that. Okay, that's my plug. Let me move on. Area 13. Ooh, Paulus wants us to go to Area 13. So I think it's Area 5, Area 15. It's Area 15, I think is what it is.
That new.
Yeah, that big experience. It's a really cool.
Have you been in there yet?
It's a very immersive experience. It's like 40 different things. You can do axe throwing. You can go into this weird place that looks like I don't even know what to call it. It's almost like an alien shopping center where they're like all the food has teeth and mouths, and it's like looking at you, and it's just like this psychedelic, amazing experience. The only problem, Pollux, is there's no phones allowed, no phone signal allowed. They shut your phone signal off. So sorry, no lives going from there otherwise. But we will be doing a video about that place in the next couple of months. We've got some conversations happening. I've heard only good stuff
about that place.
It's really awesome. Yeah. So if you haven't checked it out, go online. It's Area 15 meowwolf.com, I think is what it's called. Okay. You guys should do the next stream at Sapphire, Shane says. You want to go to a strip club with me? And
that would be fun.
That would be kind of fun. Have some ladies hang with us. I'm down. Frank Avila says, I'm so glad I found you and the team. Genevieve helped us get into a contract on a new build and probably would not have been able to do it without her. Thank you so much. Thank you, Frank. And I think she actually was just talking to me about you the other day. Genevieve is one of our newer team members, and she is new to us, and she is just wonderful. I think of her as a daughter almost.
Bright, shiny star.
She's a bright, shiny star, and she genuinely just has so much love for her clients. And today she even got teary-eyed in the meeting saying that she was just so glad to be successful in getting so many of her clients in contract in the last week. So thank you, Frank. I will let her know. Okay, the pool at Circa. Are you ready to put your bathing suit on with me?
I don't know about the camera in the bathing suit, but
good suggestion.
I can hold it for Lacey though.
Okay,
good suggestion. No. Have you been to the pool at Circa?
No, I haven't been to the pool, but the Circa itself is really cool. I haven't been there yet. It's beautiful. My favorite part of Circa is that they have, you know how they have Vegas Vic and Vegas Vicky, the signs, the cowboy signs.
Oh yeah.
Vegas Vicky, the actual sign is in the middle of Circa, like right there. Awesome. And I'm just like, aww. By the way, I'm going to be Vegas Vicky with a custom neon outfit for Halloween. Stay tuned. That's all I'm saying.
I like how you plan so far in advance.
I do. I'm a planner.
We're in May and you're planning
Halloween's one of my favorite.
I love it. I hear you. That's why we love each other.
Aloha from Hawaii. Thank you so much, Sai. We appreciate it. What do you think of Blue Diamond as an option? Stuart is asking. What do you think of Blue Diamond?
I love Blue Diamond area.
I love Blue Diamond
area.
I
do have a house over there too, and it's doing very well.
Very nice. It's making money. So when we were reviewing the map earlier, talking about the areas of town that homes are available, Southwest continues to be, which is the area by Blue Diamond, continues to be an area that has a lot of options for you from a buying perspective. So definitely keep Blue Diamond in the Southwest area in your sites. There's Southern Highlands, which is a master plan community. There's another master plan community called Mountains Edge. And then we've got a bunch of other just kind of hodgepodge types of communiidades around there. Rhodes Ranch is another one that's gorgeous. Looks like Hollywood sign.
And outside. That's like a guard gated community.
Guard gated with I think it's a golf community as well. So yes on Blue Diamond. Absolutely. Shane Haley wants us definitely to go to Sapphire. Downtown Las Vegas. Two Fab Deuce says we might need to do our next live at downtown Vegas. I'm down for that. Any date for buffets to open? Johnny, what a wonderful
Isn't it June 1st?
Question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You just blew it.
Sorry about that. Okay, Lacey.
Okay.
What were you going to say?
We're going to rewind, just like you can do in Star Wars, right? June 1st is when we are expecting the entire city to be at 100% again.
Woohoo!
I'm going to tell you, it feels like we're already at 100%, though. I was down
on the strip.
Oh, my God. It was like, is this how many people were here before? This feels really crowded. But, again, I think it's because we're just so used to it being crickets and empty. So June 1st, baby. And I think Wynn and Encore announced that they're opening 100% capacity. Just yesterday, actually, they said June 1st will be the day, and it's going to be the gaming floors fully open, which would mean I'm assuming the restaurants would be too. So yay. June 1st, hang tight.
Exciting. I'm excited to go to a show at the
Oh my God, I know.
I mean, I've realized because I'm trying to support the shows.
I know.
I don't want
there are some open already.
I don't want all of our talent. No, there's a lot open. I don't want our talent to leave, So
that was my world from before. I was working for Cirque, so I'm so happy to see my friends working.
We got to keep it. Yeah. Oh, I know, because they just opened, right? Cirque did?
No, I'm just saying, like, in general, like the performers in town.
Yeah. But I mean, to go in there, you've realized that a lot of it's the energy of the crowd.
It is. It's 100%.
What's happening on stage is cool, but when you have the energy of the crowd, it's even cooler. So I'm excited for that.
I'm so glad. Okay, let me keep looking. Okay, I'm going to answer your questions, and then so we're going to just do about another 10 minutes, guys, and then we're going to cut it off. But don't worry, because next week we're going to go live at one of the suggestions that you guys have put in the comments here. So stay tuned for the announcement about that. How's the area around the Onyx by Duke Ellington Way? I believe those are apartments. The Onyx. Why am I not remembering where the Onyx is? Do you know where that is?
The Onyx.
I'm going to look up Duke Ellington Way because my brain is not working right now. Duke Ellington Way is it's by the MGM. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's right.
Is that
hello, Lacey.
Like a high rise?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a high rise, but there are definitely some high rises over there. It's a cool area. It's touristy, and by touristy I mean it doesn't have a neighborhood feel by any means. some of the apartments over there can be, I would just check the crime stats, because I'm not sure what part of that area you're talking about. But yeah, the closer you get to the Strip, it's going to be a little bit more urban, more city, and a little bit less, yay, I'm living my best Las Vegas life next to the mountains with grass and things like that. But honestly, we don't live in a city that has bullets flying and craziness that we hear about in the news from other areas of town. So as long as you're comfortable with what the crime stats say and kind of what you're seeing from a research perspective, I'm all about it. I'm all about it. Okay, let's scooch on here. Hi, internet family. Hey, Ray. I'd love to see you two gals at Lake Las Vegas. Good idea. We could totally go to Lake Las Vegas.
Lake Las Vegas. It's popular right now too.
Heck yeah,
they're
it is.
building like crazy out there.
Sai is asking, how are the schools out there? Where would be a good area? What about apartments there? How is the market? Wow, that's like 5 questions in one. Okay, starting with one. How are the schools out there? So I'm a mother. I have children. My children are almost out of high school. Thank goodness. I'm almost done. We've got a lot of options for schools. We are not the best rated. I'll just be very honest when it comes to education across the nation. I think that has a lot to do with many different factors. So can't speak as an expert on the schools, but I can tell you as a parent, I've been, and I know you lived here as well, but as a parent, I have been successful with looking at magnet programs, looking at some of the charter programs and some of the free options that are available within the system that you don't have to pay for. They're not like these private schools, of which we do have quite a few as well. I know, Amber, I know you have kids as well, and you guys do a little bit, you have some Utah family, you have some stuff going on down here, but you grew up here like I did. I mean, if you like me and Amber and you know that we were educated here, that's where we're at.
We turned out fine.
I mean, except that I'm using like all the wrong words
We
today.
did graduate high school out here.
Did you? I don't know. I didn't. I'm just kidding. So from a school perspective, do your research. ccsd.net, I believe.
But every school has different ratings.
Every school's different.
It's really going to depend on the principal.
Yes.
And then, I mean, really the leadership of the school.
Yes. So CCSD, Clark County School District, is what I would definitely encourage you to check out and just look at some of the ratings and read some of the information on there. But please know, magnet and charter programs are really, really popular and very, very cool. As far as the other stuff, what would be a great area? I mean, I don't know, all of Las Vegas. Henderson has some of the higher rated schools, so does Summerlin, but that doesn't mean that's all that's available. So again, once you do the research on CCSD's website, I think you're going to get a lot more insight on that. What about apartments? We have a lot of them. As realtors, we don't typically work with apartments unless they're for sale, which is very rare. So apartments are not really in our purview. We do have a list though. If you reach out to our team, click the link below. We can certainly help you in terms of like what direction to go. But the type of schools, apartments, everything is all going to depend on what is your goal for your lifestyle here. Do you want to live in a more cityscape? Do you want to live in a more mountainscape? Do you want to have more access to the freeway? Do you want to be, where do you work? What are you going to be doing? Once we start learning you, that's why we do an introductory call with everyone that reaches out. We want to make sure we understand you, your needs, and then whittle down to what we need to make sure that you're looking at from a home perspective. And how is the market? Rewind back and you can figure that out. Thank you so much for joining us today. Hello, any mobile homes available at a reasonable price? Don't want the space fees. So let me pull that up for you right now. Who was asking that? Al. Thank you so much, Al. Mobile homes right now.
Yeah, we didn't look at those.
Manufactured homes in Las Vegas. There are Oh wait, this is wrong. I took the pricing out. There are 148 mobile homes available. Let me look at the price point.
Is that 1.8 million on the top?
Yes, it's manufactured homes. I mean, sometimes manufactured homes are listed under the mobile home, depending on whatever. They're all price points, but there are some in the $125,000, $100,000, $99,000, $75,000. They're all over the map when it comes to price points. So there's definitely some good options for you there, Al. Dave says, thanks. Like the idea of having a cap in place for different appraisal and agreed upon price. Thank you, Dave. That's a strategy that our team put in place and we're really proud of it. And it's saved our clients from
working.
It's working. Our strategy is working and it's saving our clients from having to sit on pins and needles wondering how much money they're going to have to come up with depending on what that appraisal comes in on. So it's awesome. If you're not working with our team, you're making a big mistake. Please click the link below. Let us help you figure that out. Kaiser Mooney says, what high-rise condos are an FHA VA approved? Panorama, Martin, Turnberry. Are there any of them? Are you aware of
those ones? Probably aren't FHA approved because like Panorama, Martin, Turnberry, Sky Allure. I think those are all going to be out of FHA, but I can look those up for you separately, like to see if they are. But I think they're all going to be priced out of FHA.
Yeah, I think based on that.
VA though, the VA could possibly do some of those because VA more follows like conventional guidelines when it comes to some of the condos.
Oh, nice.
So VA, you might be able to get some of those in there.
Cool question. Thank you, Kaiser. Aloha from Hawaii. Hey, Crystal. Should we have residency first before buying a home in 702 area in Las Vegas? Should they have residency first? Doesn't that depend on if they are able to qualify as a second home or
yeah, it kind of just depends on what your job is. So if your job is something that you can work from home, no, you don't need to have residency because you can live anywhere. So we can just put that you're moving here on the application and then get a letter from your employer stating that you work remote.
Awesome.
So
it also depends on the loan type,
on the
right?
job.
And also on the loan type too.
Yeah, the loan type. And I mean, but a lot of it's the job. You can also do a second home. So like, let's say you're a nurse somewhere else. I'm just throwing out good idea. You have to be at the hospital every day. So that's something that you couldn't really live in Vegas if you're a nurse, let's say in California. But depending on your schedule, maybe you only work 2 days a week and we can qualify you on those 2 days a week. Then we could possibly look at a letter of explanation explaining it, that kind of stuff. So it kind of just depends on the situation.
Awesome. I love that. Good point. What is a walkable area in Vegas outside of the Strip, Summerlin, or Henderson?
Walkable. Oh. You mean to like walk?
I don't have a lot to say about that because we are a city that drives. We are people, there's definitely walkable areas like you just mentioned. Henderson has a couple of areas that you can concentrate and live near, like downtown Summerlin. If you lived across the way, you could walk here.
I enjoyed seeing like the headlights on Lacey. Yeah. That was fun for me.
Downtown, shut up. Downtown is super walkable, but honestly, we are a city that drives. We are a commuter city. People who go to college here live here and drive into their college and go home. It's
pretty spread out.
It's very spread out, but everything is 15, 20, 30 minutes away from everything else. So don't count on finding super walkable areas unless you're...
Even the Strip.
Oh my gosh.
One casino to the next.
I mean, come on, it's a mile between each casino because you're walking. Inside the casino, it's a mile, right?
Yeah. But
do you like that deer in headlights? Yeah, that's my new look. But truly, here's the thing.
Seeing that.
That's good. It does not happen often. I will say that. So, thank you for that question, though. Honestly, I will say, keep in mind though that Vegas, while it seems like you'd want to have this walkable thing, when it's 138 degrees outside, you do not want to be walking anywhere. You're going to end up burning.
To the pool.
Oh my God! Walk to the pool and that's it. Or unless you're living a lifestyle that requires you to go to the store, to the pharmacy, to the local watering hole, and to maybe like Target, like. If those are the only 4 places you want to visit, then yeah, we can find you 100 walkable places because every area of town has their own little pocket of amenities. So good question. And thanks for stumping me. That was awesome.
Yes, that was awesome. I loved it.
All right. A couple more and then we're going to wrap this baby up. Hey, Lacey, Mateo. Hey, Mateo, questions. Are lofts affected the same way as homes or condo? Lofts.
Is that like
I don't know. We don't really have like a subset of just lofts. Like unless you're looking at high-rise condos and stuff like that, they would be a condo, right?
Well, it would be considered as a condo.
A condo, yeah.
I would think like if you look at what they're categorized as, it's going to be considered a condo.
So when I'm looking at, sorry to interrupt you.
Like a 1-bedroom.
Yeah, like a condo. So when I'm looking at the MLS, just so you know, the categories that we're allowed to choose from. We've got condo, manufactured home, single family, or townhome. And then if I move over to the high-rise section, because I don't know why, but they do this separately. High-rise is just simply that. There's a loft living version of high-rise. There's a penthouse version. There's a brownstone version, and there's a high-rise, just straight high-rise. But it's going to be considered a condo, a high-rise condo. So something to keep in mind when you're looking is, if you're very set on that kind of living, then you're very much going to be narrowed. Also, most realtors don't list things as loft because then it only put you in that category. They're going to list it as a condo and assume that you'll know that it's a loft when you walk through it and look at it. So don't limit yourself by just looking too narrowly because we don't want to have you only have 3 things to choose from. We want to give you more. Pollock says Jacob did a live stream in Area 15. Jacob and I are constantly in a battle about the fact that
Jacob got reception there.
Yeah, his phone always has better reception than mine, and it sucks. So maybe we should do this. Maybe we should invite Jacob to do it with us, and we'll do it on his phone. I don't know. We'll figure it out. If Area 15 is possible, my friend, I will absolutely go and do one there.
We need to find out who his provider is.
I know. And his provider. Listen, we argue about phones phones and how tall I am every single time I see him.
Yeah, the last time I did a video with him, he told me that you always have to do it sitting down.
We do. We do. I'm 5'2", guys. I don't know what to tell you. And he's like 6'9".
He's such a cutie. He is like 6'9". He's so tall.
He was doing a live stream on. I was out for drinks with friends a couple weeks back, and I saw him through the window of the restaurant, and I jumped up and ran out there, and he was walking down Fremont Street, and I like ran into him, and he thought I was like a little I don't know, he thought I was a bulldozer or something because I hit him like at his side here, and hey Jacob, and it was like I was like looking up, and he had to like bring the camera all the way down. Well, this is Lacey, guys. Lacey's down here, and I was like, oh god, I'm just gonna wear heels and then platforms on top of the heels when I do anything with Jacob.
You need a few pairs of platforms to be at this level.
He's tall and handsome, and you gotta love him. I love my Jacob, but there's that. So you know, I'm gonna have to have Jacob help me like start fishing in new potential suitors for me at some point, because he's a good one. He's got good people following him. All right, last one, I think, link for mobile homes information and school info again. Sorry. Hey, Sai, no problem. Mobile home information I don't specifically have, but if you want, just click the link in our description below, and we can set you up with a search for mobile homes so you can just kind of see those coming in. And then the other one was, she was asking, or Sai was asking, what was the other question? I don't remember. It was mobile homes, and then, schools, CCSD, Clark County School District. So check that out, and hopefully you'll get the information that you need. Okay. My last plea, please, please, please drop in the comments before we go, dark on you. Let us know where you want us to do our live Q&A next Tuesday. We're going to do it later in the day, so it won't be an afternoon, lunchtime action. We're going to do like 4 or 5 in the afternoon so we get better light, and I can pull her away from her desk because she's a very hard worker.
I need it. I need
trying to show her little all work and no play makes Amber a dull girl.
Okay.
You have to be all work and all play. All play and a little bit of work is what we're trying to lean into. So we've had some great suggestions so far. Area 15, Pollux, if I can figure it out, we're going to do it. I mean, we might have to bring tall Jacob, and then I got to wear 43 heels. Hey Nico, thank you so much for joining us. So drop in the comments, guys, what you're thinking. We have Area 15. We've got